to be tying a rusty rat. In the vise we have an A-Rex HR412 size 4, and for our thread we're going to be using Semperfli 12/0 in classic waxed. Go ahead and start our thread, and I like to start it right on this bump and then move right back behind it. We're going to use some micro metal for the rear. So I'm going to tie this in here on the bottom. I put a loose wrap and then I pull it where I want it, and then I just advance my thread. Now as I'm doing that, I'm going to pull it to the far side away from me, and that's going to cause my hook to push it down, or the thread to push it onto the bottom perfectly. If you pull it to the other side, then it's going to work its way up towards you. Once we're at this point, I'm going to bring my thread forward just a little bit, and we're going to wrap this up here. So I get about right there. I'm going to take a few turns. Then I'm going to snip this off. About 2/3 of the shank there. We're going to grab a couple peacock sword pieces. Get those secured there. We're going to want those about the same length. I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up. We're going to tie in a little bit more of that micro metal. Again, keeping it towards the bottom. Grab some hot orange floss here. Alright, we're going to tie this floss in. We're going to work our way back and then back up. The reason that I go down and back up is because I like to build the body, and it helps to smooth it out a little bit, to be honest. The original calls for stout floss, but I prefer Semperfli. We're going to just catch that in, and we're going to pull it up to the top. I'm going to take a jade stone here. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit. Now after I get it to this point, I'm going to turn it back around, and then I'm going to double it over because I like this part to be a little thicker. And we're just going to snip that just like that. Even it up a little bit. And we're going to cut that away. You'll notice that I left a little bit of thread showing right there. I do that because I do a couple wraps of the micro metal before bringing it forward. And we're going to tie in some peacock Herl. We're just going to wrap it up here. We're just going to wrap it on up here. I come up over the bump a little bit. And we're going to snip it free. Then I'm going to grab my micro metal. Well, first I take this, put a loose wrap around it, then I grab that micro metal and I do a couple touching wraps, and then I bring it up. Once you get to this point, right over top of it. Now most people counter wrap that ostrich Herl, but it gets pretty much hidden anyway, so I don't bother with it. Just snip that off there. Alright, now we're going to tie our wing in here. Now, the original calls for silver fox, but I don't have any silver fox, so this is what we're going to use here. Just a little squirrel. I'm going to put a little bit of wax on my thread here. I used to never do that, but watching Davey McPhail do it, it really beat it into my head, and my ties are so much stronger now. Alright, then I'm going to wax my thread again here, and we're going to tie in some grizzly hen. And we're just going to palmer it forward here. But we're not going to palmer, we're going to wrap it forward, whatever. Happy with that. I like to always catch it in and then pull tightly, just to make sure I got it tightly wrapped. I'm gonna snip this away. Alright, and if we're happy with that, we're gonna do a little whip finish here. Then I'm gonna add a little Sally Hansen's to the top. And that's it. There's your rusty wrap. Catch you in the next one.